All right, and breaking news coming in. Bail has been granted to all in the 2G case, which essentially means that Kanimoi and A. Raja will remain out of Tihar. The case had come up in Delhi court, and earlier the DMK chief Karunanidhi's wife Dayalu Amal had also been granted bail, and now bail has been granted to A. Raja and Kanimoi in the 2G case. Remember, they've been charged under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act.
उन्होंने आज इस जो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट में एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट ने कंप्लेंट चेंज करो लाइव उसमें सारे एक्यूज पर्सन को बेल ग्रांट कर दी है। मेरे क्लाइंट शाहिद बलवा, इसको पकड़ियो, मिस्टर राजीव अग्रवाल, सीबीआई की विशेष अदालत के जज साहब ओपी सैनी साहब, जो कि विशेष अदालत के जज हैं, जो कि प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट के लिए भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूट हुई है, उन्होंने आज इस जो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग एक्ट में एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टरेट ने कंप्लेंट फाइल की थी, उसमें सारे एक्यूज पर्संस को बेल ग्रांट कर दी है। मेरे क्लाइंट शाहिद बलवा, मिस्टर आसिफ बलवा, मिस्टर राजीव अग्रवाल और बाकी सबको भी, विनोद गोयंका जी और मिस्टर ए राजा, कनिमोई एंड पी अमृतम, ऑल दी एक्यूज पर्संस हैव बीन ग्रांटेड बेल। कोर्ट ने पर्सनल बेल बॉन्ड 5 लाख रुपए का और 2 श्योरिटीज का ऑर्डर किया है। कल तक का टाइम दिया गया है। हमने कोर्ट में प्ली ये लिया था कि जब मेन केस में बेल हो गई है तो ये एंसिलरी केस होता है, ये उसके लिए एडिशनल केस होता है, तो इसके अंदर भी बेल होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि इन लोगों ने उस ट्रायल में बिल्कुल कोर्ट के साथ कोऑपरेट किया है। डेली 10 बजे आ जाते हैं, शाम तक यहाँ रहते हैं, तो इस कोर्ट केस में भी बेल मिलनी चाहिए। तो इन सब चीजों को देखते हुए कोर्ट ने इस केस में भी सबको बेल ग्रांट कर दी है।
ईडी का केस क्या था, ब्रीफली बैकग्राउंड बताइए।
जो ईडी का केस था वो 200 करोड़ रुपीस की मनी ट्रेल के बारे में था, जो कि मनी ट्रेल के टीवी तक पहुंची थी। उसके लिए वो उसको मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग का केस मांग रहे हैं, तो उसके अंदर वो सेक्शन 3 में डेफिनेशन है और इसके लिए ईडी ने कंप्लेंट केस फाइल किया था।
Right, that was the lawyer for, remember, Shahid Balwa and his brother. The Enforcement Directorate had filed a complaint in connection with the 200 crore rupees money trail to Kalaignar TV. The director of the company is, of course, Karunanidhi's wife, Dayalu Amal, and his daughter Kanimoi, who, along with all the others accused in this ancillary case, have been granted bail by the Delhi court. This essentially means that all the accused have been granted bail by the Delhi court judge O.P. Saini, who's been hearing the matter on a surety of 5 lakh rupees and 2 other conditions that have been set in this particular case. It was a crucial day as far as the proceedings in the 2G case is concerned. A crucial case, of course, for the DMK as well. The proceedings being very closely watched in Chennai by the DMK chief, considering his daughter Kanimoi, his wife Dayalu Amal, and of course A. Raja. Their fates had to be decided today. We have Ashish Mehrishi joining us live from outside the Delhi court. Ashish, describe to us what went on inside court.
Well, Abirul, very clearly a big relief for, in the morning there was a big relief for Dayalu Amal, and now all the accused in the 2G case, especially in the PMLA case that was filed by the Enforcement Directorate. Now the law has been very, very stringent, but finally the court has given the bail. We have with us Mr. Agarwal, who is the lawyer for Mr. Balwa. Mr. Agarwal, a big relief for you. What was the plea?
Yeah, the plea was that in the main case, when the bail has been granted and they have been even been permitted to travel abroad and they've been appearing on the courts all dates, so why should the person be taken into custody? See, when the trial is going on, a person is accused, he is not a convict. So you try the person. If you are having a delay in trying a person, that's the problem of the system. So you try a person, there cannot be a pre-trial incarceration. So on that plea, and you know, PMLA case as per the statute itself, it's an ancillary, auxiliary case. It is, I call it, it is a topping on the pizza, right? So when in the main case you've got bail, so why for the topping you will keep the man
My
inside?
understanding, Mr. Agarwal, the law is very stringent, and CBI and the ED in its charge sheet had very clearly shown the money trail of 200 crores, which they say is actually the money laundering aspect. Was it actually discussed in the court of law?
All the aspects were discussed. The argument had continued for over a month, and the court took 1 month in writing the order. So I think the order is going to be very, very detailed, though the final portion only has been pronounced, so we are yet to see the order. But please see, basically the two investigating agencies, CBI and ED, they are singing completely different tunes. See, CBI says that Dayalu Ammal and P. Amritam in this case are witnesses. ED says that no, they are the person accused. CBI says that these various companies from where the money have been moved, they are neither accused nor witnesses. ED says that all of them are witnesses. So before the CBI and ED may be two different agencies otherwise, but the court is one. We are lucky that the court is one. The statute wants that the CBI case as well as the PML case will be in the one. So I was even thinking that how will the court reconcile the two contradictory things? So somehow I feel that the ED playing a tune totally diametrically opposite to CBI has gone in our favor, and also the fact that we have been extremely cooperative and disciplined in attending the first trial.
Thank you, Mr. Agarwal. However, very clearly a big day for all these people, because everybody was anticipating seeing the stringent law that they might, in Kanimori, A. Raja and others might again land up in jail. But certainly a big relief, Agarwal.
Absolutely. The lawyer for the Balwas, Ashish, says that the CBI and the Enforcement Directorate are not on the same page. A witness for the CBI is the ED's witness. Is that perhaps a factor that has gone in favor of all the accused? Because the charges here under the Prevention of Money Laundering case are very stringent.
Very true. In fact, I was just speaking to a few enforcement directorate officials just before the order was pronounced, and they were also they also said that they're anticipating that there would be a bail to all the accused. And the reason that one of the enforcement directorate officers gave me was that since the trial is on and since everybody is appearing every day at 10 o'clock there in the court whenever the court is on, so there until unless there is prima facie too much of an evidence that they are trying to hamper the case, they are trying to hamper the witnesses, there is no reason the bail should not be granted. And that is it is for this reason that one, the CBI and the ED are not on the same page, and two, the disciplined approach that the accused have taken in the court of law, that has been the reason for the main reasons, to my understanding, has been the reason for the bail.
Ashish, put in context for us what really Mr. Agarwal was saying, that this is an ancillary case, and in the primary case they've been granted bail. Then why should not they be granted bail in this particular case? This was the argument that they had made. Put in context to us what the primary case here is.
Well, if you see the primary cases in totality, if you see, it is the entire 2G spectrum scam where the money, where the CBI is accused that there is a Prevention of Corruption Act that has been levied, where it is very clearly visible that 2G licenses were granted on an abrupt basis, and for that the first come first serve basis that was supposed to be that was the policy that was hampered, and ultimately a few gained out of it, and there was monetary consideration. But in this case, this is what even Mr. Agarwal says, that this is a case where only one portion of the 2G scam is involved. This is basically where money which started from the company of Shahid Balwa and ultimately landed in Kalyagnar TV, this is 200 crores, and this is what Enforcement Directorate has been saying, that this is the money laundering, this is the bribe money that was actually ultimately which landed into Kalyagnar TV, where Dayalu Ammal and Kanimori are the stakeholders. So this is what the Enforcement Directorate plea has been. But ultimately it's a setback for Enforcement Directorate as well, because the Prevention of Money Laundering Act has been very, very stringent. Right. If you see the law, if you go through the law, there is a section 45 which very clearly says until and unless the judge is satisfied that there is no prima facie evidence for money laundering, the bail should not be granted. But here if the bail has been granted, then there is a question mark on the charge sheet of Enforcement Directorate as well, where they have alleged that 200 crore rupees was paid as bribe to Kalyagnar TV, where Dayalu Ammal and Kanimori were the stakeholders.
Absolutely, Ashish. Thanks very much for getting us that perspective. Certainly, Karunanidhi, that's sitting in Chennai, will be breathing a sigh of relief. All the accused in this particular money laundering case have been granted bail by a Delhi court, and that includes Karunanidhi's wife, Dayalu Ammal, A. Raja, and his daughter.